Alright, so moving on to the next page. Now we see here that Yoshiro is wobbling. What happens is that I was like, okay, well, I need to figure out how someone could wobble in some kind of way. So I was like, all right, let's have him walk and wobble because of the situation. And then he just like, falls down. And I just said, hey, okay, here's what we want. We want this gag where he falls like this is a dog. Well, this dog is a boxer, but he will like this dog will show up again in the series a couple of times till we get to the Japan arc, where I change it for a Shinu Itsu. Oh gosh, well, I like the Hachiko, so I'm not a fan of dogs, but I know people like dogs, and I think this one's cute. But I'm a cat person, but I did this for people who may like dogs. So, here and then over here we see, I just want to show the dog. I know it's wildly out of like proportion. It's height is kind of awkward. I can see that, but I was flip phones. Yes, also the flip phone is a thing because, oh. Okay, so the flip phone is a thing because I was like, all right, well, Japan still uses flip phones. Well, at that time, Japan was using flip phones, and we had our smartphones, and this was when BlackBerry is still a thing. I'm sure I'm kind of dating this video now, but BlackBerry was a thing, and there's a flip phone, so I know Japan had flip phones at the time. A transition or a flashback where you can see it says pin here. It says pin. That's what I got from a site. I wish I actually knew if these are actual Japanese onomatopoeias or I forgot, and I don't want to really sound stupid when I say this, but yeah, it's I'm gonna say it, be safe, and just call go Taigo, or there's three of them, but this yeah, now I'm gonna sound stupid. So another thing I got, it was like the transition of panels, where I had the character kind of just like, all right, well, from one spot to the next, and I couldn't draw a good bow. I really couldn't draw a good bow, so I just had Yoshiro slightly bend, and then threw another panel in there. This has nothing to do with it. This little gray area here, because I thought I needed to have a full square. Also, you know what? I was working on 8x11 paper, so this is an equivalent. And there's the margins at the margins at the side where they're just like me measuring off the paper, because this is when I was still doing traditional. So there's text that go down, and I didn't know where a Japanese office was, and that was a lot of research. So I threw in a fish tank in there for fun. Prototype. She. Oh wow, she is prototype. Oh wow. Oh my goodness. Now looking back, the design is totally different. Oh my goodness. Except for just the hair design. Oh gosh. Wow. This is prototype. Shiori. Noze. I'm gonna make a joke out of that sooner or later with characters, but yeah, that design is prototype. Wow, I didn't realize how prototype these designs were. Just like I threw them out there and just said, okay, well, when I hit that bridge, I'll make it better. But yeah, okay, so father and then transition and then Shiro's thing by the thing. Like, oh wow, these prototypes. Another transition I try to make. Whoa, gotta get back in. Okay. So, another transition I try to make, just introducing these people here. Just a little joke I put in there. I thought it's funny. I mean, if I can't laugh at my own jokes, then it's like, then it's probably a bad joke. Someone in the world will get it, and someone will be like, oh man, I think that joke was stupid, and then I put it a dead end. That was like a joke on top of a joke. Like I said, if not me laughing, someone's going to laugh at it. If not someone, then I failed as a comedian, which I'm not. Now, the thing about it was like, Mathan looks a little human. Why not? But what happens is I was trying to go for realistic, and that's really what kind of got people confusing which is Black Cement. Is it a anime? Is it Western? And I just kind of had to blend in there to make it both. Well, this is America Town, so why not? Gotta keep it looking like it's like Western. And then when we switch to Japanese, Yoshiro's eyes are different. Oh, that's a change. Yeah, that's a change. I don't know if I'll bring back these guys. Oh, here I couldn't draw. I was just bad at drawing, so I just acted like I could do something. It's just like a magician. You never reveal your secrets, but here I'm just revealing it because I'm just like, oh my goodness, just looking back. All right, so this is a Metal Gear. This is a Metal Gear 3 parody. I was playing at the time, or no, actually I didn't play at the time. It was something in my life. No, yeah, it was something in my life, and I was just like, oh man, Kojima's so cool. I gotta get on my knees. I love Kojima. So I was like, gotta put that in there. And then having Than killed in a quote unquote, killed, because I was like, all right, the black guy dies. You barely see him in manga and anime, so gotta, for I guess there's a subset of people who probably like it. Who are like, oh, good, we got rid of the black guy, and he's gonna probably like, if he was a side character, like him like a side character, and stuff like that. But I just kind of threw in this fame because I was like, let's just do this because I just wanted to subvert expectations. So father and oh shoot, that was whatever. Yeah, whatever. It's kind of revealed anyway, so I should have said spoilers. There's I'm gonna put that in the beginning. There's spoilers in this. Yeah, father and son. Yeah, there we go. And secretary over here. Father and son. But I guess you could have saw that because it was like, oh, well, these two seem to be very good with each other. So I tried to keep it on the low. In a way that I had him saying, didn't really call him father. So Than saved. Then here's the first instance of the Bakuhatsu no Hani, and I got a translation from some guy on some Japanese Twitter account. Not Japanese, but it was a Japanese learning Twitter account, like Emijix. I just followed their Japanese account, and they helped me out figure out some words that I don't actually use anymore for the story. So Bakuhatsu, like Bakuhatsu is explosion, and or to explode. Gosh, I didn't take Japanese class, but I was thinking it's an art term that I was using. Oh, look right here, it's burst. My bad, right here. It's an art term that did burst, like burst radius. If that's a clue to anything. I learned it when I was in college. So I wanted to make not Yushiro, this chemo guy, something else. I put tattoos on him just for the fun, to flesh out his character and just give him some women. They look like a gangster, but I don't. Yeah, an equivalent of that. But when I put that kind of harness on him, it makes him much more military in a sense. But I was just like, yeah, I just wanted him to look cool, and just kind of make the story go in a different direction. And then it was like, then someone would pick up and be like, oh, hope this is my shonen. So had him throw these women off. The car's a little bit too long. I mean, it was a limo. I said, no, I'll just decide it's a limo. Grabs his sword. I actually like that texture because my brother actually had a sword. And there's pictures of me on the web with a sword. And it kind of had that this texture on there, so that's why I used it. Heavy inking on the legs. And then we cut back, and not a good transition. Everything is just like, what? And I think I was using double color. I was using a lot of gradients and stuff like that, so the seats are just terrible and everything. This angle is really bad. Don't look at that. And I'm not even going to point at it. Had chemo looking like Paul Phoenix and stuff like that. With the high top. I think I made him first, and I was like, yeah, Paul Phoenix. Okay, well, This is supposed to be his hand on that guy's head. Didn't look that good. Um, yeah, this is supposed to connect. It does. I tried to connect it in a way where it goes like a V and down like this. So maybe the paneling isn't that bad. Supposed to read across down here, bup, and out. Um, I think I was able to follow it again after so many years later. Um, didn't like that kick. It's supposed to kick in his face, and his nose ring's supposed to fly off. Didn't work out. Got him whip out his sword. I don't like these faces here. This was so much of a problem because I'm trying to nail down, and Yashiro keeps on looking ugly. Mathan I kind of nailed down like much more easier, but Yashiro keeps on looking ugly, and I couldn't fix it. And I'm like, I want him to look shonen, but he keeps on looking ugly. So I was like, all right, I just said, okay, I can't keep on erasing this. I'm gonna rip from my paper, and everything else just like kind of worked for me. I just couldn't fix him. Even online, I didn't have proper tools. I mean, even on digital, I didn't have proper tools. Can't remaster that face. It was just like, what was I thinking? And I was thinking of trying to fix it, but every time I did it, I couldn't fix it. Jumping, the fan's face, didn't really want to color it. Um, Maybe the proportions are crazy on this guy right here on the Kimo to the left, but I wanted to show that the lights were behind him and he's coming towards. So this panel here, well, I thought it was ingenious, but I thought it was ingenious. That's the key word. He's slashing. He's slashing between both of them. That's where I was like, okay, he's trying to cut between both of them. Never was really good at making swords, so I'm not going to say I was. Here we have just the Yashiro being like, whoa, like, kuss, crap, and I didn't want to put swear words because this is supposed to be for everyone to read, but later in the career of making Black Cement, I find out it turns out much more, it gets much more mature, but no swearing. I just kind of ramped up. I was told, hey, make it more family friendly, and so like I can give to the kids at church and stuff like that. And I was like, yeah, I'll do that. Then I guess I just like later on in life I was like, yeah, no, I'm totally doing it. Then when I submitted this to my local library, they're like, no, this is adult. I was like, oh boy, slice. Okay, so here in this one is like he puts them to the wall, trying to show off like the cameras behind the wall. We're getting a half section of the wall. Then I think this is probably one of my greatest moments. The whole German suplex. It didn't have to work like that, but also there's no animations where I was like, okay, we're gonna color Yashiro's eye red. It's supposed to be one of those things like you're not supposed to really see it or know. So it reveals. I think it's still a thing. I think it is, but you're supposed to color Yashiro's eye red. German suplex, and I was like, I'm because I'm more of an anime. I see myself as an animator. Even though I don't do much animations, I love animation. I even went to school for animation, but this is what I kind of want to build. Was building this panel here into a animated panel, where it's like he grabs him and he German suplexes him, but he doesn't touch the ground. And I did animate this scene because it was one of my favorite scenes here. Itai, it says right here in the translator note, and just translating for myself, for others. So Itai, he says it in the native tongue. Turns around, Mathan's gone, and been to New York once, so it's I was just trying to figure out what could work. All right, so we got the taxi. I can't draw cars good. Look at that bad wheel. Just garbage. Zooms off. City 1 point perspective here. You can see everything just coming from there, and it's like doing my best. I think I'm gonna revisit this scene again in some way. Social media tagging Mathan's out here, got that going on. That's why I was just able to find him. Um, so I was supposed to go one, two, and then go down this like this. Yeah. So left, then down here. You read that, then you transition and back down. Prototype Psy or Sniper. Just had her just there because I was like, okay. I don't think I had her in the first. I probably did have her in the first one. I don't remember. I don't think I did. Probably didn't. I just wanted to throw in this like, oh, let's introduce the next character, that girl. The stairs. The house is like this because she's showing off his living conditions. Walls that have the wooden beams showing through. Picture of equivalently of Jay-Z rapping on stage. Poster, showing how this black he is. Just hammering it home just in case. He's no otaku. He's just a regular. Is he just showing the Mathans as a regular black guy? It's like not trying to really inject anime. I'm trying to keep it Western for a Western audience. Just keeping a slow burn to maybe get into anime. That's why I was like, okay, well we have him here who's totally not anime, and then we got anime. So we're getting that. It's you could say it's like an isekai. It's like an isekai. So he's slowly being transported to this world. He doesn't even know it. So it comes to there. The door is just bad. He's living bad in this house. It's not very good. Oh, you know what? I believe in the original there was a hallway. Yeah, in the original there was a hallway that showed more of the house being not so good. But I think I cut this for like I was like, oh man, 16 pages, probably the best that I can go for, in this chapter. Oh wow, yeah. Oh my goodness, Yoshiro. Oh my goodness, I was trying to go for something. I don't even remember when I spiked this up. Wow, that is a. Oh, wait, I gotta check. When did I even do that? When did I start spiking his hair? Like, that is something. Like, I don't really remember when that happened. Did I always have his hair spiked? Okay, no, his hair spiked okay. So Yoshiro's hair wasn't always spiked. Okay, yeah. It's short here. It's short here, as in, like, short hair. Yeah, just kept it short. That's something. All right, let's move on. Let's see. It was never there. I don't think it started in chapter. Okay, it's chapter 5. We need to figure this out. What happened? What did that happen? I must have been just like, dang, I need to give more character. Yeah, it's not here. I said to my it's not here. Okay, so. When did I say Yoshiro needed more character? Something happened, and maybe it was 7. Yeah, it looks like it. It looks like it was just starting to get there because I was saying to myself, he needed more character. Yeah. Hold on, I really need to figure out when. So ignore this. Maybe close your eyes until I tell you to open them back up again. No, okay, so okay. So in chapter 6.2, around 6, I started to say, hey, he needed more character. I felt like it was a new turn. Or you can close back your eyes again. Close back your eyes. I didn't say open up. We got more to review of this. Yeah, he didn't show up in this. So yeah, it looks like a 6.2, and I was like saying to myself, yeah, sure needs more character. Come on, I kinda got to put more character in this guy. Yeah, so it looks like he needed more character at that time. So, I mean, yeah. So his hair is dull and flat because I was trying something. But now I look at it, I don't want to return back to this. I don't want to like it. Everyone got a reboot. As time went by, except for Sai. I don't think Sai actually got one. No. She got an attitude change, really, I think. But really, Yoshiro got the redress. Mathan got the redress. Thank God, clothes got redressed. Got remade. Yashiro, oh gosh, yeah, this panel here. This is, oh gosh, you see that right here? This is me trying to be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna cut this panel and we're gonna transfer. And I was like, I just totally just jerking myself off, saying, oh, this is gonna be amazing. But I like this. I like what I do here at the end of chapters. I better cut this video right now before I go on. Just wow, there's so much I missed on here. It's probably like all over. Yep, 2014. That's sometime. I mean, it was published in 2014, but that was like a 2010 look. But yeah, I'm gonna make better, dude. Next time. I'm still writing chapter 14. So yeah. Wow, wow. Sure, why your hair gotta be like that, bro? Wow, someone done you dirty, bro.